everyone, welcome back to another video. Before I jump into today's topic of the video, of the day, of the week, I suppose, since we're doing these on Fridays, I talked a little bit about sharing some cruelty-free brands that I've found and I liked, and although I haven't tried these ones long term, I did just order a few more of the ones that I was replacing, and they came in like 2 days ago, so I figured I would show you just some cool things, a little bit of an Amazon haul, if you will, because you guys seemed like you wanted to see those, so I'll get started. So the first thing I did when I was just making sure that all of my products are cruelty-free was I realized that my face wash and my kind of face lotion that I was using were not. I was kind of having a bit of trouble with my acne issue, my hormonal acne. If you guys have been here for a while, you know this is like a thing since I have had my second child, who is now almost 4, so it's like just an ongoing thing. So I got kind of desperate a little while ago and I was using Clean and Clear, the really sensitive, plain, fragrance-free one, but that is not cruelty-free and I did not know that. So I've switched and I found this brand. One of the goals I had as well was to find brands that checked off all the boxes of being cruelty-free and good for your skin, but also didn't break the bank. So I was trying to find like drugstore, kind of grocery store prices. So I will link everything below from Amazon that I got in case you are interested in checking those out. So what I replaced my face wash with was this Avalon Organics Vitamin C Renewal. Now I've only used this twice, so it must have, not yesterday but the day before it came in. But so far I'm really loving it. It's really refreshing, it's very citrusy, it feels nice, and a little bit goes a really long way with this stuff because it just foams so well. Cody just reminded me that this came in yesterday, so yes, I've used it twice so far, but I'm really liking it. I'll give you guys an update if that changes in a couple of weeks. But this is no GMOs, vegan, biodegradable, no parabens, no harsh preservatives, all this good stuff, no animal testing, cruelty-free, good stuff. And this was only like $13, so that is definitely the same amount I was paying for my other face wash anyway, so that's awesome. The next thing I got with that was the same brand, the Avalon Organics, and it's their Intense Defense with vitamin C oil-free moisturizer, and I am really liking it. Now it's a very small little tin, small little jar. However, I will say that a little bit really does go a long way with this stuff. Like, you seriously need just a little bit to cover your entire face. And I feel like with most lotions, like face creams and stuff, I usually have to use a lot, but with this stuff I do not. So this one was $22, and again, these are Canadian prices, so you'll probably be able to find them cheaper if you're in America. But I'll link these below anyway, but I'm really liking this so far. I really like the fresh citrus feel. It smells good afterwards. It just like makes my skin feel like slightly tingly and nice. I just really like it. While I was gathering these items, I came across this and figured I would share because it was kind of in the same area, and I didn't get this super recently. I actually picked this up for myself for Christmas, but it's just these Burt's Bees lipsticks, and I'm really enjoying it. Burt's Bees is cruelty-free. But I just got this shade in blush, so it's really natural, and kind of just goes with anything that I'm doing or wearing, and I'm really enjoying it. The stay is pretty good. What's it? No, Iced Iris, not blush. It's kind of like a blush color, but I really like the Burt's Bees lipsticks. Speaking of lips, I learned that my little ball of, what is that brand called? The little Ecos? Is that what it is? The lip chaps? You probably know what I'm talking about. You see them everywhere. I realized that they are not cruelty-free. Sorry, I'm saying a lot. I will try and stop that. So I was looking around on Amazon and I found this company called Lovetica? I don't know how to pronounce this, sorry. The Ultimate Protector natural lip balms, and they are 100% natural. They're cruelty-free. They are made with hemp seed oil. That's the base of them. They're really nice. This is a set of 4 for $13, which is cheaper than the little Ecos balls. And this is actually a Canadian company, which is super awesome. I love coming across Canadian companies. because usually the things we buy are from the States. So it has just the kind of natural, no flavor hemp oil one. We have a peppermint one, which I'm wearing right now, and Cody has tried. It's really nice. They smell so good too, and they feel good. Like, I haven't been using these for long, obviously, but this might be my favorite feeling lip chap I've ever used. And I like that there's some different flavors for the kids to pick from as well. This one is lemon. And then this one is melon, and I really enjoy the melon one too. I'm liking this. I haven't tried all of them. So far I've just tried the melon and the mint, and I like both of them a lot. The melon one reminds me of something, but I can't quite put my finger on it. So these are cruelty-free, all natural. They're wonderful. I'm really liking them so far. Again, I will let you know if that changes, but I will link these below because you can buy them from anywhere, but it is cool that they are made in Canada. I believe they're made in Toronto. The last thing that I got is not necessarily like a body product or anything. Well, it's not a body product, but it is something I kind of picked up as like a birthday present for myself. And again, I just freaking suck at saying these product names, but I think these are called Maclulu. That's the brand, and they're these headband things and I'm gonna show you what I mean. So it comes with this pack of, how many came in these? I think it came in a pack of 12, but they are these activewear headbands that you can swim in, use for hiking, like wear under helmets, like so many things, and you can wear them in so many ways, and they're really breathable and nice, and they're supposed to be like really good for staying on your head and just doing what you want them to do. So these are some of the ways that it can be worn. I don't know if you can see this. So they can be used in a whole bunch of ways. So I've opened one, and there's like a really nice piece of cloth, and it's very soft and breathable, and then it just opens up at the top, and then you can do whatever you like with them. So you can wear it as a headband. You can wear them, what I like them to is they can be worn in the winter, kind of over your face for the snow and outdoor activities, keep your nosy warm. And then I just got the neutral pack of these. I got them in, like, not really neutral, but they have a bunch of different kinds, and there's a whole bunch of different brands you can look at on Amazon. This is just, I don't know, the one I picked. But I got the purple, I got this orange one, I got it in white, blue, gray, this like kind of brown, what color is this? Cody, what color would he call this? Freaking couch color? I don't know. Like khaki colored? I don't know. Black, beige-ish, black, green, dark blue, and a yellow. So I went just for plain colors instead of patterns because I feel like if I'm wearing them as headbands, which I kind of plan to do, especially since I'm about to chop off my hair, I don't know if I'm going to be able to wear it up, so I'm probably going to want it out of my face. And so I got these, and I'm just sharing them because I think they're pretty cool. You can see all the different things you can do with them. There's so many ways to use these things. Cody just said something a second ago that reminded me to tell you guys none of these things are sponsored or given to me. I paid for all of these.
Hashtag not an ad.
Hashtag not an ad is what Cody had said earlier.
I mean, hashtag please sponsor us because give me money. But
no, guys, I don't do ads as of now.
You should. Make me money.
Oh my god, stop. So yeah, these are just things I like and I'm showing you. So I'm really excited to use these. Those are the products I have got this week. Gotten? I actually don't have a whole lot to replace. I'm just looking deeper into the products that I use, and so when I find things and I switch them over, I will share them with you and maybe share some of my things that I've just always been using that are cruelty-free if you want to see more kind of body care products that are. I should say too, my hair's not greasy or anything, it's just wet. I had a shower like 8 hours ago, so obviously my hair is still wet because I was wearing it up in a bun. Long hair problems, I guess. For today's thing I wanted to chat about, I was kind of inspired to talk about this via an Instagram post, which just sounds stupid, but there was just a really interesting topic happening and conversation going that I was part of. And I really wanted to kind of chat here with you briefly and kind of hear your thoughts on this. And the topic was actually on marriage, and if you believe in the institute of marriage, I think was the wording used in some cases, and just like, was it worth it to be legally married and everything. And so that's not what I want to talk to you guys about, but that's where this conversation kind of came from, which got several of us talking about how the whole movement of being a feminist and being empowered, and it's become such a big, huge thing in our lives, especially if you're it affects everybody, but especially if you're in the age, like 20s, 30s, or 40s kind of area where it's kind of really present, especially on social media and everything like that. It got us discussing the topic of how everybody is striving to be so empowered, or that's like the thing to strive for. That's what everybody's telling us we should strive for, to be empowered and to be strong and to be independent and don't rely on, in this case, because we were talking about marriage, the conversation was coming up about, are women too dependent on men to support them, and we should be supporting ourselves. And then it was, conversations about codependency and just interdependency. All these different kind of ideas and topics and issues were coming up. And then some of us kind of moved over and started discussing just specifically for women and the drive to be empowered on our own and, be the career-driven woman, but also, stay home if you want to. And it's just like there's this big drive to be this standalone, independent woman. And we were discussing the effect that kind of has on stay-at-home moms. And we were feeling that some of us might kind of, well, I didn't personally say this, but some other women were saying that they kind of feel left out of this whole empowered movement because they like to stay home. They like having a husband that is the breadwinner, and they like to stay home and nurture their children and raise them. And I am definitely among that kind of category where I willingly stay home and I don't work. I'm not trying to juggle both of those things. I homeschool my kids. I really enjoy this homemaking life. But in another breath, I'm so much more than that as well. But we were just talking about how that can maybe be a little bit of a difficult topic in this whole empowerment movement. And we were discussing how so many women who are in the position of this housewife position, the stay-at-home mom, and it doesn't have to be stay-at-home moms. This could apply for, working moms as well. But it's just this really nurturing, providing role of mothering and choosing to do that, and how you can do that and still be an empowered woman. And there was a big conversation about how so many people were feeling drowned out by this idea that you couldn't be that and be this strong, independent, empowered woman. And so it just brought up a lot of really interesting conversations happening. So I wanted to just kind of bring that topic here and share it with you, because I know a lot of you are really empowered women in this movement and in your own lives, but I know a lot of you are stay-at-home moms, some of you are working moms. I just wanted to know what your thoughts on this was. For me, I think there's a little bit of a gap happening. I think it's really important to acknowledge the women who do want to stay home but who are still empowered. It is still their choice. It's something they really want, because I feel like they're kind of being left in the dust a bit with all the independent single women, or women who are just doing like carving their own path and going out into the world and doing this thing and not being stuck in the home, as some would like to say. And I also feel like there's another part to this, that there is change happening. There's no doubt about that. There's definite change happening in this movement, and it just spreads to so many different topics. And a lot of the women and just people who are part of it do talk about past traumas and childhood traumas and how they were raised and how they were brought up and how society is being brought up in general as children and how there's definite problems there. And my thoughts on this whole thing, well, I guess part of it, is that if all of us are trying to be these go-getters outside of the home, then who is raising this next generation to be like the roots of this movement? Who's making sure that the next generation is growing up in loving, caring, empathetic, kind environments, to grow up into caring, kind, empathetic, loving people? Because that's kind of what everybody is striving for, it seems, is just to create a world full of more love and acceptance and empathy and get rid of the judgment and the inequality and everything. And I feel like there's definitely a section being looked past by some members of this movement where they're kind of forgetting the people who are raising the next generation and who need to continue the ball rolling, because once we're gone, we need people to step up. And I feel like it's definitely all part, we all kind of interconnect together. So I know this topic is big and it's huge, but it's just on my mind because I was just part of this discussion, just reading through all these comments and these opinions and these other people's ideas on this topic. So I wanted to bring it here because it's been a while since we had kind of a serious conversation, a serious talk like this. So I wanted to know your thoughts because I could say so much more. I feel like it's really hard to cram it into a video. I'm trying to be kind of quick because I know I did kind of 2 parts to this video, but I think there's so much more to say. But I definitely just wanted to acknowledge the conversation that was happening about that little bit of a gap, that little bit of disconnect between the nurturers and the go-getters, and how we both, and all the other different parts as well, we all come together to create this one important piece of this movement. So let me know your thoughts on that. I think conversations like this are important to think about, and I think they can be really beneficial. So I hope you liked this little talk and my little Amazon haul. And I will see you guys in a couple of days with new hair. That's really exciting because tomorrow I am going to go get like 17 inches cut off my hair and donating it. Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, you guys, I will see you very soon. Bye!